Welcome back to High School Sports Extra, presented by Nicolet National Bank. The 224-team playoff field was cut in half last night, so which of the nearly 50 local teams are still alive heading into round 2 of the high school football playoffs? Well, we'll begin in Division 1 with the team that finished as the state runner-up a year ago. As expected, Kimberly rolled past Wisconsin Rapids easily, winning 42-3. The Papermakers only completed 2 passes, but both went for scores. Kimberly did most of their damage at the ground, running 25 times for 256 yards and 4 scores. To the other area top seed in Division 1, Bayport also took care of business with a beatdown of Milwaukee Bradley Tech, 55-8. Isaiah Gash put the Pirates in the end zone twice in the first 4 minutes, and the route was on from there as the Pirates also improve to 10-0 on the season and move on to level 2 of the playoffs. So here's a look ahead to round 2. It's a VFA rematch with Kimberly versus Neenah. The Makers won that game earlier this year, 45-35. DC Everest upset 3-seed Appleton East, so they will take on number 2 Appleton North on Friday night. The Lightning beat them 23-7 in week 3. A third rematch in round 2 comes out of the FRCC, where Bayport will play the only team that scored more than once on them this season. Preble went to Milwaukee and beat Riverside last night. The Pirates won the first meeting between these two, 55-21. And on the other side of the D1 bracket, Fond du Lac gets Sun Prairie in round 2 after the Cardinals knocked off Arrowhead 45-28 last night. To Division 2, where top-seeded Pulaski survived a scare in the opening round, edging Chippewa Falls 35-34. Chi High led 21-14 at the half. JoJo O'Leary ran 10 times for 136 yards and 3 TDs, including the go-ahead score in the fourth. The Red Raiders defense would go on to stuff a 2-point conversion to hang on for a hard-fought 1-point victory. Elsewhere in D2, number 2 seed Hortonville opened up with an impressive 41-6 win over De Pere. Chase Hughes was huge on the ground for the Polar Bears, rushing 12 times for 118 yards and 4 touchdowns. And the Horty D shut down the Redbirds all night, allowing only 1 score late in the fourth quarter. One more in D2. Kaukauna claims their first postseason win in 11 years, besting Green Bay Southwest 27-13. A 20-point second quarter surge helped pace the Ghost. Noah Van Asten threw for 182 yards and 2 touchdowns as Kaukauna is moving on. So 3 local teams left in the Division 2 field. Pulaski will play host to number 4 seed Superior next Friday. They're 8-2 on the season. Hortonville will host Kaukauna, who they beat 27-10 in the regular season finale. To Division 3, where defending runner-up and undefeated West De Pere stayed that way, beating Bay Conference rival Shawano for the second time this year. 56-20, the final score from last night. The Hawks hanging around, only down 7-6 in the second. The Phantoms QB Josh Blount throws deep to Marcus Van Vrede for the touchdown, and West De Pere stepped on the gas from there, winning by 36. Elsewhere in Division 3, 6-seed Fox Valley Lutheran went on the road to upset number 2 New London 27-17. This game was tied at 14 at the half, but FVL connected on a pair of field goals in the third, and the Fox's defense allowed only 3 in the second half. They got their first playoff win in 5 years. Let's check out the D3 brackets. West De Pere will take on a Grafton team that went on the road and took down 4th-seeded Schwabenon last night. The winner of that game will get the winner of FVL and Menasha. And on the other side of the bracket, number 2 seed Plymouth survived an opening round scare, much like Pulaski. In fact, they won by the same score last night, 35-34. They'll host Pewaukee next week. A ton of local teams still alive in Division 4. This should be fun. Number 1 seed Freedom remained unbeaten last night. In round 2, they will face off with St. Croix Central on their home field. Wrightstown beat Little Chute for the second time this year to advance to level 2. They will host Baldwin Woodville on Friday. Could we see the top 2 teams in the NEC face off in the quarterfinals? Well, the Irish handed the Tigers their lone loss this year, 27-20, back in week 5. So we'll wait and see. And we are guaranteed a local team in the state semifinals from this group. Down the bracket, the top ranked team in D4, Kiel, will get a stiff test from Denmark's Tough D, and it's an East Central Conference rematch. Winneconne upset second-seeded Sheboygan Falls Friday night, but Berlin had their number last month, beating the Wolves 46-8. In Division 5, Chilton is moving on after a 27-14 win over Wittenberg-Burnhamwood. Tyler Meyer was 8 of 9 for 136 yards, including a 71-yard TD strike to Gavin Lizaway. Lizaway also rushed for a pair of scores as the Tigers jumped out to a 20-0 lead. at one point in the third quarter. Only 3 local teams are left in the Division 5 field, and 2 playing each other in round 2. Kewanee scored a touchdown with 28 seconds left last night and scored the 2-point conversion to avoid an upset at the hands of Omro. They survive in advance to host Chilton next week, and the winner of that all-area pairing will go up against the top seed Amherst, the winner of top seed Amherst versus New Holstein. To D6, second-seeded Manawa will meet up with Coleman in Level 2. The Cougars top number 3 seed Bonduel 40-zip last night, so don't call it an upset. Speaking of upsets, the top seed got all they could handle from Crivets last night, but Abbotsford held on 48-41. On the other side of the bracket, last year's D5 state champs St. Mary Springs will host Johnson Creek after they upset Winnebago Lutheran in Level 1. And one last stop now in the Division 7. How about this for a contrast of styles last night? Rosholt threw for 272 yards and 4 scores, while Hilbert, the top seed, used 1 forward pass, just 1. They rushed for 438 yards and 5 touchdowns. They didn't need to throw the ball. Evan Lau led the way for the Wolves on the ground, carrying it 13 times for 219 yards and 3 scores in a 49-34 victory. As of now, Hilbert will host Catholic Central in round 2 after playing on Brilliance Field last night. And there's an all-local pairing as Reedsville will hit the road to Titan Stadium, to take on Lourdes Academy. The Panthers are a 6th seed, but beat the 3 seed Brookwood 31-0 in round 1. All right, time to take our final timeout as we head to the 4th quarter of High School Sports Extra. Our Local 5 Top 5 plays, Team of the Week, and more are next, so keep it here.